Beyond the misty space of twice 1,000 years, there lived an ancient race of Western shepherd, seers. The Simri called them Druids, these guardians of the light who on cairn-crowned hills held their festivals at the 4 sacred seasons of the year. These Druid bards were beings of a commanding and awe-inspiring character, invested with genuinely spiritual power, and their mastery of the occult knowledge of nature caused them to be regarded with feelings of deepest reverence. The truths they taught in their temples formed the secret, an inward basis for all that was high and noble and true in the life of the Celtic peoples. Those Druids had been taught the mysteries of the spiritual world, of the stars, the sun, and the zodiac. And they placed these mighty stones of their temples in symbolic positions. In the temple of Stonehenge, where these great trilithons raise their heads, can be read the mysteries of the zodiac, the equinoctial and solstitial points of the sun's journey. These stones are so placed that the rays of the rising sun at the 4 sacred points of his journey shine directly upon them. And the central of the stern of the temple, the middle stone marks the times of the equinoxes, the 2 outer ones the summer and winter solstices. A line joining these 3 stones and the central altar formed for them the sacred unmentionable name of divinity. Thus in stone and orientation is to be read the mystery by those who have the key. And the temples reared upon these mighty foundation stones were likewise wrapped in mystery, save to the chosen few. To the passer-by they might have appeared as huge and meaningless heaps of earth. But when the 4 sacred periods of the year drew near, special artisans were instructed to open up the secret entrances and passageways leading into the interior. And within, Preparation for very holy things proceeded silently and swiftly, and all was made ready for the sacred hour. And when that time had passed, the secret entrances and passageways were again covered over and entirely concealed, so that no trace might be left of the mighty things that had transpired within. They built their temples sacred to the dragon only because he was the symbol of the sun, which in its turn was the symbol of the living divinity abiding at its heart. They considered the sun as the essence of divine nature. The visible sun is the center of this our material life. It is but the reflection of the divine sun. The center of our spiritual life, to become such a shining one, was one of their goals of evolution. Hence, during the mysteries, they called their hierophants sons of the dragon. They knew, as we do, that the very solar god whose shining body we see and all the other units of the stellar host were once, in bygone ages, so far past in time that it is but a dreaming memory, men such as we now are, or closely similar to what we are now. For as a man is but a fully evolved life atom, having attained self-consciousness, and already the beginning of a spiritual divine consciousness, so will every life atom evolve into becoming finally one of the stellar host. These gods themselves are life atoms of a cosmic hierarchy, higher than the spiritual part of our own hierarchy. And through that superior cosmic hierarchy, the gods will go upwards stage by stage, and so on forever. Yes, men are in reality embryo suns even today, even as men are now. Had we the eyes to see it, we should realize it, because we should see it. Each one of us is shining resplendently. Every pore of our body is emanating light, and we see it not, because our physical optics are too gross. They have not been evolved as yet to sense these particular ranges of vibration and to interpret them through the brain to the mind. Yes, every flower on every bush, every blade of grass, every tree, every beast, every bird that flies, every crystal, every sun is pouring forth a flood of light, pouring forth energy, which is fundamentally the same thing. Consider the dignity with which we are clothed. The watchful eyes of a dingo pair remind us of the power of instinct and self-preservation in the wild. Dingoes rely on total alertness to survive, assessing their environment and knowing exactly who to trust to protect their pack. They don't ignore red flags or second-guess their gut when danger presents itself. In life, your intuition is your strongest defense, honed to keep you safe from those who mean you harm. The quote in the image carries a crucial truth. When people show you they're not a safe space, believe them. Too often, we grant second chances to those who repeatedly break our trust, hoping their character will magically shift. But true self-respect means accepting reality the very first time someone shows you their true colors. Protecting your peace requires you to stop rationalizing toxic behavior and start honoring your boundaries with absolute conviction. Take a lesson from the steady composure of these wild survivors and guard your energy fiercely. Surround yourself only with those who provide genuine safety, loyalty, and peace of mind. When you stop welcoming disrespect, you make room for authentic connections that help you thrive. What is one boundary you need to enforce today to protect your emotional peace and well-being?
My version of wealth is having enough freedom that my no cannot be purchased. My version of success is not a bigger house, not a more impressive title, not more followers, more money, more recognition, or a life that looks enviable from the outside. Freedom. The kind of freedom where you can finally say no to whatever insults your soul. No to the room where you have to shrink to belong. No to the relationship that requires you to abandon yourself to keep it. No to the paycheck that purchases your silence. No to the opportunity that looks impressive but feels wrong in your body. No to being available simply because someone expects access to you. No to explaining a decision your soul has already made. I think we have misunderstood success. We were taught to measure it by how much we could accumulate, but perhaps the deeper measure is How little are you willing to betray yourself to keep what you have? Because you can have everything the world called successful and still wake up every morning negotiating against your own spirit. That isn't success to me. That is a beautifully decorated cage. My version of wealth is having enough freedom that my no cannot be purchased. Enough inner freedom to disappoint people rather than abandon myself. Enough emotional freedom to stop auditioning for love. Enough financial freedom to leave places that cost more than they pay. Enough spiritual freedom to change my mind when something no longer feels true. Enough freedom to rest without having to earn it. Enough freedom to be misunderstood without immediately running after people carrying explanations. And perhaps most importantly, enough freedom to remain authentic even when authenticity costs me something. Because authenticity is easy when everyone approves. The real test comes when being yourself threatens the belonging, security, reputation, relationship, or identity you once depended upon. That is when freedom becomes sacred. There comes a point when your life cannot continue being a democracy where everyone gets a vote on who you are. Some decisions belong only to the soul. And the older I get, the less interested I am in building a life that impresses people. And the more interested I am in building one I don't secretly need to escape from. A life where my calendar and my nervous system agree. Where my mouth doesn't keep saying yes while something inside me is screaming no. Where peace is not the vacation I take after exhausting myself. Peace is the architecture. Maybe that is success. Not finally possessing everything you wanted, but finally becoming so deeply your own that nothing outside you gets to purchase your self-abandonment. I don't want a life that merely looks free. I want the kind of freedom that reaches all the way into my bones. The freedom to stay. The freedom to leave. The freedom to speak. The freedom to be silent. The freedom to love without possessing. The freedom to choose again. And the freedom to say, this may be good enough for the world, but it is no longer good enough for my soul. That is my version of success. Not having everything. Being owned by nothing. With love for those remembering themselves. Thank you for saying yes to life. Put your wings on. We are walking each other home.
without flinching from old ghosts. I wanna be seen without shrinking into who I had to become. I want love that does not ask me to leave pieces of myself outside just to be allowed in. And when I love, I want it to feel like safety, learning how to see. I want my presence to say, you can breathe here, you can be strange here. You can be unfinished here, you can bring the parts the world misunderstood, and I will not make them prove they are worthy of tenderness. Because people are not projects, they are not prizes, they are not places to bury what hurt us. They are souls trying to come home inside their own skin. And maybe the rarest truth is not that I feel deeply. Maybe it is that after everything I still want to. After the breaking, I still notice beauty. After the darkness, I still look for light. After being mishandled, I still believe love should make a person more free, not less alive. That is the truth beneath my surface. I see what hides, I feel what others pass by, I grieve what time has taken. I still believe something beautiful can be found. And if my voice shakes when I try to say it, I will write it. If my words get caught, I will sing. Because my heart has survived too much to become silent now. And love, real love, is still the only thing I know that makes this life